First news is Man City dealt injury blow ahead of Liverpool game in FA Cup as not ideal issue emerges. Second news is Liverpool international break news as Arne Slot handed triple boost and Luis Diaz frustrated. Third news is Steven Gerrard opens up on personal family update at Liverpool Legends game. Welcome back to the LFC Transfer Hub, your number one source for everything breaking at Anfield. Man City dealt injury blow ahead of Liverpool game in FA Cup as not ideal issue emerges. England manager Thomas Tuchel has revealed John Stones sustained a minor injury following his return to Manchester City at the weekend. Prior to the Three Lions friendly against Uruguay, Stones developed a calf problem that cast doubt over his participation with the World Cup looming this summer. The 31-year-old remained on the bench throughout the draw, with England announcing on Saturday evening that he had departed the squad to undergo treatment with City. Stones is now a big doubt for this weekend's FA Cup game between City and Liverpool, with 9 players potentially missing the game through injury. Stones has endured a series of persistent injury setbacks during his spell with the Blues, including a period between December and February sidelined with a thigh problem that was originally described as not serious. Speaking ahead of England's fixture with Japan on Tuesday evening, Tuchel commented, "It's not ideal for John and not ideal for us. John was gutted that he had this minor incident again, which was not a big injury but minor. Given the history, we had to be careful. It made no sense to push him through and make things even worse. He has a lot of credit with me in the bank still. He is a key player for us as a starter or as a substitute as a part of the team because of his quality, but also because of his mentality and the personality, how he is as a character. He is a big part in my plans still. Like everyone, he has to be fit. There is no big exception. Let's wait and see how it plays out. He will have some days rest and will be then on the pitch. I saw him playing for Man City in Newcastle, very complicated match, and he did so well. I think he can get away with not too many minutes, and being competitive would be nice. We will take a late decision." England will announce their World Cup squad at the end of May after the conclusion of the Premier League season. City are back in action on Saturday against Liverpool in the FA Cup. Erling Haaland is likely to be involved though after missing Norway's game against Netherlands. He is set to play some part as his nation takes on Switzerland on Monday. Norway coach Ståle Solbakken explained on TV2, "We have to take into account the overall load Erling has been under for a long time, and based on that, we have concluded that the best solution for all parties is for him to get a necessary break now. Our conclusion is that it's best if Erling participates in at most one of the matches during this international break, and we think it would be nice if he perhaps gets to show himself in front of the Ullevål crowd against Switzerland." Second news is Liverpool international break news as Arne Slot handed triple boost and Luis Diaz frustrated. The end of the international break is nearing, with players set to be returning to Liverpool in the coming days ahead of what will be a crucial couple of months. Arne Slot will of course be keeping his fingers crossed that all of his stars involved over the break will come back unscathed, with the Reds set to return to action with an FA Cup quarterfinal against Manchester City on April 4 before traveling to face Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League. 3 Liverpool players were involved in the latest round of games on Sunday, and Slot will no doubt be pleased with what he saw. Ibrahima Konate and Hugo Ekitike. Having both started against Brazil just a few days ago, Sunday proved to be a much quieter day for Ibrahima Konate and Hugo Ekitike as France took on Colombia in Landover, Maryland. The pair were both named on the bench as Didier Deschamps made wholesale changes to his side, nomming more of an experimental team in a 3-1 win, with goals coming from Desire Dow II and Marcus Thuram for the 2018 world champions. That could be good news for both Konate and Ekitike heading into this summer's World Cup, with the duo seemingly in a good position to not only claim their spots in France's squad, but also in the first-choice side for the tournament. Ekitike did come off the bench just after the hour mark with his country already cruising to victory, and he did spurn a golden opportunity late on to make it 4-1, while also dragging a shot wide on the break during stoppage time. Both he and Connate will now head back to Merseyside, with Slot no doubt happy to have seen them given a rest. There was another familiar face for Liverpool fans in this game, with Luis Diaz starting as usual in attack for Colombia, although it proved to be a frustrating day for the winger and his side. Georgi Mamardashvili. The only other Liverpool player involved in international action Sunday was Georgi Mamardashvili, and the goalkeeper got a much-needed confidence boost ahead of his return to Merseyside. Having conceded twice on Thursday as Georgia threw away a 2-0 lead over Israel, Mamardashvili managed to keep a clean sheet in his second game as his country recorded a 2-0 win over Lithuania. That will be welcomed by Slot, who will have to fall back on his backup keeper again when the Reds return to action against City in the FA Cup, with Alisson Becker expected to still be out injured. Getting Mamardashvili back early will also be a boost, with the 25-year-old now set to get another opportunity to lay down a marker as Alisson's long-term heir. Third news is Steven Gerrard opens up on personal family update at Liverpool Legends game. Steven Gerrard has revealed that his granddaughter has brought immense joy to his family as he discussed becoming a granddad prior to Saturday's charity fixture. The 45-year-old's eldest daughter, Lily, welcomed a baby girl named Lila Gray in July. Gerrard has frequently posted updates in the months that followed, wholeheartedly embracing his new position as a doting grandfather. Speaking ahead of the Liverpool Legends charity match, the Anfield legend remarked, "At least I've got an excuse now for being old. Delighted, she's a little dream, she's made us all very happy and hopefully we can get a win for her today." Once a midfielder during his Premier League glory days, Gerrard featured an attack during this weekend's charity clash against Borussia Dortmund legends. Kenny Dalglish and Jurgen Klopp took charge of the Liverpool legends for the occasion, accompanied by Ian Rush and John Aldridge. Lining up with Gerrard in the starting Zai were Jerzy Dudek, Stephen Wright, Martin Sk Artel, Sami Hypia, Ragnar Klavan, Fabio Aurelio, Jay Spearing, Igor Biskin, Thiago Alcantara and Ryan Babel. Additional squad members included Pepe Reina, Sander Westerveld, Gregory Vignal, Martin Kelly, Mark Gonzalez, Albert Riera, Jermaine Pennant, Florent Sinamapongal, Yossi Benyoun, Louise Shilgard and Natasha Dowie. Borussia Dortmund, meanwhile, fielded a starting Zai of Roman Weidenfeller, Jan Koller, Mohamed Zidane, Paul Lambert, Jakub Blaszczykowski, Deed, Jörg Heinrich, Kevin Grosskreutz, Patrick Owomiela, Lukas Piszczek and Marcel Schmelzer. Norbert Dickel, meanwhile, took charge of the team. All proceeds from the fixture will be donated directly to support the work of the LFC Foundation and Forever Reds. During the live broadcast of the charity fixture, Klopp revealed that it's great to be back in Liverpool. The German manager guided the Reds to a Premier League crown, 4 domestic trophies, and a Champions League between 2015 and 2024, before Arne Slot succeeded him. Discussing his return to Merseyside, the 58-year-old said, "When I left here, I didn't know how often I would come back. First year I didn't want to jinx it, now I didn't want to create wrong expectations or whatever. There's always a reason not to, but this was great. There was no doubt that I had to come to support the foundation, and that's why we are here. And the nice thing is that we play a game at Anfield against my other old club, which is really nice." He continued, "It's just nice being here, having absolutely no pressure, no intensity, just here to enjoy the atmosphere, and I can't wait. More than 60,000 people here this afternoon, which is completely ridiculous. And I hope the players can entertain in a different way, a little bit." Dortmund held Liverpool to a 2-2 draw.